Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Strong and welcome to the Dance to Learn YouTube channel. Today I have something really fun for you. This is we call it a story dance pathway. These are the names that we give to our obstacle courses, which we include in every single dance adventure that we teach here at Dance to Learn. Now this particular story dance pathway came from our dance adventure called Weighty, Rainstorms. This is where we explored the dance concept of weight using the theme of a weighty rainstorm. And I'm going to show you the original story dance pathway so you know what that looked like. And then today I'm going to be sharing 4 different ways that you can use this exact same story dance pathway, but switch it up, switch up the movements, and switch up the terminology that you use depending on the dance element and dance concepts that you are exploring. So Weighty Rainstorm was originally the dance concept of weight, and we explore 2 modes of that dance concept, light and heavy. So first, let me show you the different parts of this story dance pathway. So here at Dance to Learn, we believe in a thematic approach to dance education. So I have created a rainstorm, which starts with clouds and rain, maybe more clouds and more rain. We have a lightning station, thunder, over here is wind, and then we have the rainbow that forms in the sky. Now we also explore, every single story dance pathway has 4 foundational skills that we explore in each and every story dance pathway that we do. That is static balance. So that would be standing on all of these spots and doing a balance, as well as dynamic balance. That's remaining balanced as you travel, like across a balance beam. We always do a jumping station. So our thunder is a jumping station. This is also going to be our rainbow, a jumping station. Our wind is our twirling or vestibular station. And those are the 4 movements. So you're going to see that as I explain the different movements that we do today. So let's start with weight, because this is what this dance adventure was originally created, was to explore the dance concept of weight and how light or heavy is our rainstorm. But I'm going to show you different ways going through the different elements of dance and 4 different dance concepts that we can also explore. So we're going to start with light clouds. So I'm going to stand on my cloud and just doing some light knee bends. My cloud is going to rise lightly, and then we're going to do some really light tiptoes, like the rain is falling lightly on the ground. Another thing I like to do is change your voice levels, right? Because light is maybe quiet, and heavy, we're about to get even heavier. So now my feet, I like to come off, and if I'm in pre-ballet, I might tell them to hug their heels. If we're creative dance, just a simple parallel. They usually have a slight turnout. Now I'm off, and my cloud is going to rise lightly, but it might be a bigger cloud. So we're going to go through those second position arms. And now, big, heavy marches, because the rain is falling heavier through our balance beam. So next is our lightning spot, and we're going to do light lightning. So standing on our spot, light, arabesque, light, arabesque. And I like to challenge them. We're going to try to balance 1, 2, 3. If they're older, can we get up to 5? We will see. We are at our thunder station, so we're going to do heavy thunder jumps, and we're going to try to make noise as we jump. So these are our traveling échappés, and they're going to look like this. Boom, heavy, boom, boom, boom. So heavy lightning jumps. Awesome. Our wind station, this is also our dancer's choice. So dancer's choice is our creative exploration. We try to use dancer's choice, creative exploration in all of our story dance pathways. That's another element. They can choose either heavy wind, maybe we add some really heavy tomliers and sways before we do our heavy wind. We could do light wind. Maybe light wind looks like, if we're in a pre-ballet class, we might tap our toes lightly and twirl. Or maybe if we're in a creative dance class, light wind. So different options for wind. Again, it's dancer's choice. I've had kids sit on their bottom and spin around like crazy. They're allowed to do that for dancer's choice. And they're still spinning and getting that vestibular input. Awesome. Rainbow pose. It's gonna be light little rainbows. So I like to put on our curvy rainbow arms. And for this, we might start with a coupe rainbow pose. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna slide lightly across our rainbow. On the second one, I like to do our passe. So curvy rainbow arms, passe, 1, 2, 3, or retire, whatever we want to call it. Light chassés, back to our starting spot. So that is Weighty Rainstorm, our story dance pathway from that particular dance adventure. And now I'm going to show you how we can use this exact same setup. And I'm going to share a story dance pathway exploring the dance element of action. I'm going to do one exploring the dance element of body. I'm going to do one exploring the dance element of space. I'm going to do one exploring the dance element of time. And then this one was the dance element of force. So let's get into today's video. I'm going to show you now how we can adjust this for the dance concept of motions. So we have non-locomotion, which is we can move, but we're staying on a spot. Or locomotion, where we travel. So this comes after states, the dance concept of states. And both states and motions, we are learning about the element of action. So our body's in action. And I like to start there when I start my dance seasons. Okay, so I still have my obstacle course. So we're going to start with a non-locomotor move. We're going to be clouds. Now this time we're not frozen because it's not states. So we can add some movement here and do some cloud plies on our spot. And then some little tiptoes. Again, maybe I'm a big cloud. And we can take our arms this way and make a big cloud. And then I'm going to march on that one. So that was non-locomotion and locomotion every time we walk down the balance beam. Lightning, this is non-locomotion. It's also static. Whoa, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Locomotion for our jumps, our big thunder jumps. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Wind, ooh, we get options today for wind. All right, so we can be non-locomotor wind. Just swaying. Or we can be more dynamic. Now we're not technically locomotoring because we're just staying in our hula hoop, but we'll call this dynamic wind. So non-locomotor, they can still move while staying on that spot. Okay, we have our non-locomotor rainbow pose. We could always make this grow so that it's not so static. So grow from a coupe to a passe, bringing our arms up. Or if they're still pretty little, you can just focus on those feet and keeping the hands up. Our chassés is a locomotor. And then we finish with another non-locomotor rainbow pose. and then chasse. Back to our starting spot. So that is an example of our states and our motions for learning the dance or the dance element of action. And both of those could be taught over a 2-week track. You could do a 3-week track for one, and then another 3-week track for another one to make it a 6-week track. Or you could do states week 1, and then motions week 2, and turn that into a 2-week track. All right, so for our body parts, we're going to add some items into our story dance pathway. So the first thing you're going to want is to add some bean bags. Now I have 2 different sizes here, and I like to use these smaller bean bags for my little dancers. I mean, you can see how much bigger this one is. These tend to be heavier and they slide off a lot more, and it can cause more frustration. So I like to use these little ones, and these little ones are going to sit at our rainbow because we're going to balance the bean bag on our head and on our knee. So that's what we're going to do for our rainbow poses. They also sell poly spots. I do not own these, but they sell hand and feet shaped poly spots, and I'm going to link all of this for you. So if you want to invest in those, that we're going to sprinkle throughout, for example, hands and then feet on either side of our cones. So hands and feet. Poly spots just to mark where our hands and our feet go, since we're focusing on body parts. But let's dive into this story dance pathway, because it's probably the most different one that we've had so far. So we're going to start, we're going to make our clouds, we're going to do a little tactile, we're going to feel some tickles. The rain's going to fall on our head, it's going to fall on our shoulders, it's going to fall on our tummies, and it's going to fall all the way down to our toes. And we can still do some cloud plies. With our feet, we're going to do tiptoe walks with our feet. Okay, this one, maybe the rain is heavier, so this time the rain's going to pat. It's going to bounce off our head, off our shoulders, off our tummies, and all the way down to our toes. And we can still add some plies here for our clouds. This time we're going to splash through some puddles with our feet. Splash, splash, splash. Good. Okay, this one, hands. Hands are going to go on the floor. This is just here to mark our spot, so you can do a poly spot if you want as well. But hands go down to mark our spot. Our lightning pose, one leg up and hold it. 1, 2, 3. Another lightning pose. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Hands and feet again. Hands go on the floor. Feet, boom, jump big. Hands go on the floor. Feet, jump big. Hands go on the floor. Feet, jump big. You get it. Hands go on the floor. Okay. Wind, we're going to focus on our arms for wind. Swaying. Arms, the wind's blowing. Whoosh. Maybe the wind blows around and around, and our arms sway with the wind. Okay, this is where our beanbag comes in. You can pick head or knee or any other body part, really. All right, our first rainbow pose. I said those big ones slide off and then my little one slides off. Our first rainbow pose, we're going to balance it on our head. Passe, 1, 2, 3. Other foot, 1, 2, 3. We're still going to slide. We're just going to take our beanbag with us. This time we're going to see, can we balance it on our knee? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Let's do our other knee. 1, 2, 3, and then slide back down our rainbow. So a very different but a fun one for exploring the dance concept of body part. Today we are on our dance element of space, and for this one we are going to explore levels: high, medium, and low. So let's just get right into it. So it's still set up the same way. Our arms, our port-de-bras are going to go from low, medium to high. Plie, our cloud gets to the middle, first position. Plie, our cloud goes high. All right, our raindrops are going to fall on a high from the sky, nice high releve. You could also, that one could technically be low because we did a releve walk, and the next one we're going to do high marches. So if you want to change that terminology, or you could do a nice high releve and nice high marches, I think both work. Okay, this time our rain cloud's going to start high and it's going to move low. To second position is our middle, and low is our preparatory position. Now nice high knees, big marches. Like we're splashing through some puddles. All right, we're gonna go from low to high. This might actually be easier on a flatter spot rather than a raised balance stone, because we're going to start with our toes low on the floor and then we're going to lift them high for our lightning. That might be hard on a raised item, so you might want to replace that balance stone with a poly spot and do tendu low, arabesque high. Depending on how long your dancer's legs are, will determine that. Okay, low and high thunder jumps. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low. Beautiful. Dancer's choice today for our wind. We can blow high in the sky, or we can blow low in the sky. So give them some choices. Another option could even be sitting down and spinning around on their bottoms. That's always a fun one, so you can give that as a choice as well. We're going to do, you have a couple different options for coupe passe, depending on the level of your dancers. So our rainbow can start, this is a more advanced option, so maybe for a pre-ballet class, our rainbow starts low and goes higher. Our other foot, our rainbow starts low and goes higher, so that's a rising coupe passe. The other option is on this first one, our rainbow is low, and we're doing our coupe with our low arms. And then when we slide to the other one, we're gonna do our high rainbow with our high knee, our high passe, and then slide back down the rainbow that way. So that's another option for high and low for our rainbow. All right, so that was our element of space, our dance concept levels, and our mode of the concept was high, medium, and low. We are moving right along. So today we are exploring our element of time. And for time, the very first dance concept is tempo, fast and slow. You can even add a moderate tempo, which would be in the middle. So I still have my Weighty Rainstorm story dance pathway set up here for us. I'm going to show you how we can change some wording and some movements to adjust to a different element and dance concept. So we're going to start with slow. The rain or the clouds are going to rise slowly. So they rise, low, medium, and high, nice and slow. And we're gonna tiptoe walk, slow. The rain is falling slowly. One more time, we can be off in a second position, or we can repeat that same one. It's really up to you. I like to do first and second position. Our first position is really in parallel. We could march slow, we could march fast, we could tiptoe slow, we could tiptoe fast. Really, it's up to you how you want to explore that. Okay, our lightning is gonna strike fast. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fast lightning. Really fast. Our lightning might be moderate. We might go in between fast and slow. Or we could explore slow on the dot, fast, slow, fast, slow. Whatever you want to do. We could march at maybe a moderate or a more quickly pace. So really, however you want to explore that tempo. You could also break it up and do slow or fast. For our twirling station, our dancer's choice, this is our wind. They can blow around slow or fast, like a tornado. They like that. So for our rainbow, we're gonna do a little slide from coupe to passe. And I'll show you an adjustment because sliding from coupe to passe is actually a little bit more of an advanced skill that I would hold off for like a pre-ballet class versus a creative dance class. So I'll give you another option as well, but we're gonna slide slow, coupe, slide, 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 up, up, up to passe. That's really gonna test their static balance and that ability to keep those toes connected. Your other option, if it's a creative dance class, have them hold the coupe and their arms are gonna rise slowly, and then that coupe stays where it's at. That might be a little bit easier for some younger dancers. Our chasse slide is going to be fast, 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 fast. On this one, again, you have that option of slowly rising, or hold that passe and your arms rise slowly for that. For a second option. And then again, fast, 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 fast. Sliding down your rainbow. So for this weighty rainstorm, we adjusted it to our dance element of time, our dance concept of tempo, and then our modes, fast and slow. And you could even add moderate in there, which is kind of between fast and slow, a medium tempo. Thank you so much for joining me today on this little mini dance adventure that we had over here on the Dance to Learn YouTube channel. I hope my goal for today's video was to give you some creative ideas and spark some ideas in our brains on how we can take one obstacle course that we've already created and turn it into whatever else we need it to be. We don't need to reinvent the wheel every single time. Now, if you're new to Dance to Learn, or maybe you're familiar with us, but you haven't maybe explored our library more, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the Dance to Learn library, as well as our membership and what our library and membership has to offer you. So first of all, the Dance to Learn library is home to over 100 ready to teach dance adventures. This story dance pathway came from our Weighty Rainstorms dance adventure, which I've actually linked for you. I'm going to link it in the description as well as in the first comment. So go there if you are looking for this dance adventure. Now, the one thing to note about our dance adventures, all of them are conceptualized thematic dance adventures. That means that we use a theme like Rainstorms, and we combine that with a dance concept like weight, and we explore that theme through movement using that dance concept. So it's such a great way to teach dance. We love the Dance to Learn way. So I'm going to link that one Dance Adventure. Now, if you want to figure out how to get all 100 dance adventures, I would recommend joining us in the Dance to Learn membership, because we have all of the Dance to Learn dance adventures for you there. We also have teaching tracks. Now, this little series is a part of our teacher tracks that we created. We have a 2, 4, and 6 week teaching track. Now, why did we create our teaching tracks? I created these to make implementing these elements of our dance adventures easier for you, because obviously this is a lot to remember. It's a lot to put together, and it's a lot to make sure that we're getting all of these elements. One thing about Dance to Learn, I will tell you what Dance to Learn is not. We are not plug and play. We are not grab and go. We are not cookie cutter. This is all research based and backed by research. So when you are investing in Dance to Learn, you are investing in a method and in a curriculum, and we want you to be successful when implementing these ideas into your dance class. So we've created the teaching tracks going through each part of our classes, including these story dance pathways that will help you implement it over either a 2, 4, or 6 week teaching track. But this little series is, we are taking one dance adventure, Weighty Rainstorms, and showing all of our dance concepts. I believe we have 18 dance concepts that we explore here in the Dance to Learn curriculum, and how you can take one story dance pathway or one dance adventure and completely rearrange it just using some simple vocabulary changes and simple movement changes to make it a whole new conceptualized thematic experience for your dancers. But if you liked today's video, number one, I'm going to ask you to hit the like button. I'm also going to ask you to hit the subscribe button so that you never miss a video. You can also turn on notifications. Notifications are the best way to make sure that you're notified every time we have a new video here on the Dance to Learn YouTube channel. And again, my name is Jessica Strong. All the links, all of the props, everything is going to be in the description down below for you. And I do invite you to come check us out in the Dance to Learn membership. We have so many other things for you besides dance adventures. It's really a fabulous, fabulous place to be if you teach dance in the foundational years. All right, everyone, happy dance adventuring. Bye.